Respect is earned. You cannot command respect, although so many of us try. Ironically, when people try to command respect, they tend to lose it. After moving to California, my first 3 jobs were working for people who tried to command people's respect, and none of them ever got it. None of them, from any of the employees. And you know, think about this for a minute. If somebody raises their voice at you, do you listen to them? Do you suddenly change your heart and say, oh my God, you know, this person really knows what they're talking about, I should really listen to them more? I think not. I think what we tend to do, I know when somebody's yelling at me, raising their voice at me, I tend to shut them out. And I'm thinking of, you know, one of 2 things. Either I'm thinking, how do I get rid of this person as quickly as possible, or I get angry and defensive and then I want to yell back. And of course, over the years, I've learned more and more, and it's still a learning process, even for me, to recognize when I'm in those situations and bite my tongue, hold my breath if I have to, and just diffuse the situation by walking away and saying to somebody, you know, if this is how you're going to talk to me, we're not going to get anywhere. And then just, you know, call me, email me, write me when you're ready to talk rationally, and I'll be more than happy to. Now, that's a little harder to do when it's your boss. So then you do what I did. The whole reason I started Dirt Enterprises Incorporated was when I moved out here, my first 3 jobs, as I mentioned, were working for people just like that, where they were condescending and they yelled a lot, and if you made a mistake, God forbid you made a mistake, God forbid they should take the time and calmly show you, hey, looks like you made a mistake, let's figure out how to do it better next time. Instead, I had one guy in particular who would throw the work at you and say, here, get this done, and if you did it wrong, he'd say, go ask somebody else to help you. But those somebody else's that I would ask to help me were too busy trying to figure out how to fix their own mistakes that they got yelled at for, so it didn't work. There wasn't a proper training mechanism in place at this firm. And that was one of the big downfalls. But the point I'm getting at is when this guy yelled at me, I didn't respond positively. I responded very negatively. And ultimately, that's why I went on to create my own business, because I said 3 job situations in a row. What's the common denominator? Me. So maybe it's me. Maybe I'm unemployable. And so I you know, because I can't deal with being talked to in this manner. So I started my own company and swore I would never talk to anybody in that same manner. So how does one get respect? And the answer is very simple. It's that I get respect by giving it. We have a classic cliche that many of us say all the time, but I wonder how many of us really think about what it means when we say you get what you give. So if I want to get respect, chances are what I want to do in order to get it is to give it. When I give people respect, when I treat them well, when I let them know how much I appreciate what they're doing for me, that motivates them to want to do for me. It motivates them to want to do whatever I'm asking them to do, and it motivates them to want to work for me. Instead, if I go at them and yell at them and say, you better do what I'm telling you because I'm paying you and you're working for me, what I'm likely doing in that case is I'm motivating them to want to do it out of fear. And the key difference is when I'm not present, they're not going to be speaking highly of me. On the other side, when I'm motivating people by letting them know how much I appreciate what they're doing for me, they would, if anything, feel bad ever saying anything bad about me, and more than likely, if they heard somebody else saying something bad about me, they would want to correct them and say, no, that's not my experience with him at all. He's great. He always appreciates what I do and really helps me out. That's why, and I've written about this, and I'll write about it more, I really believe that the best style of management is to think of yourself as a teacher. When I think of myself as a teacher, then my whole purpose in being there is to help the subordinate, to help the person who's working for me, to help my student learn to do their job even better. And when I think of it from that perspective, first of all, it fosters humility. I go at it humble, not arrogant, like you better do what I say. And it fosters a relationship, a good positive relationship that's built around mutual respect. And when there's mutual respect, then they're going to want to do whatever I need them to do because they're happy to do it, because I'm happy that they're doing it, because I'm motivating them by letting them know, hey, I really appreciate what you're doing for me. And by making that clear, I'm fostering a relationship that's based on, again, mutual respect. That's based on them wanting to do for me, but that's based on me wanting them around. We want each other around in a relationship like that. I want to be with the people that are working for me. I want to be with the people that I want to be with the clients I'm working for, because the clients I'm working for now are clients who give me respect, who really let me know how much they appreciate me. And that feels good. And that makes me want to do an even better job for them. When somebody comes and yells at me and says, why isn't this done, and why isn't that done, and when are we going to do this, and they come at me arrogant, I don't want anything to do with it anymore. At that point, I want to tell them, go find someone else to do the work. I don't need this. I work hard. I put in 110% of my efforts. Anybody who knows me knows that that's true. So if you're not happy with something, then fine, let's talk about it. I'm more than happy to talk about things and see how we can do better if you feel it's not good enough. But the point is, there's got to be mutual respect, and the only way I'm going to get respect is by giving it. Have a great day.